All right, we're here today to talk about how there's nothing to do in Toronto, city of Toronto, and Canada in general. There's absolutely nothing to do in Toronto, even though people claim otherwise. And people from Toronto actually I've heard say there's nothing to do in places like Jacksonville and Tampa and shit. So we're here to compare Tampa to Toronto and any other city we feel like. So in Tampa, there's so much things to do. For one, you can go to any beach you want anywhere. You go to Clearwater Beach right there, St. Pete Beach is right there, Sarasota. You got beaches all around the state everywhere. You can go to a different beach every day of the year. If you did every beach in Florida easily. And you can also you can live on islands, so many islands in Florida like Sanibel and the Keys and Amelia Island, Marco Island, Bakelia, Siesta Key, all that shit.
Yeah, and so they got strip clubs, obviously. They got nightclubs. They got the Seminole Casino, which obviously Toronto. You got to drive at least to Niagara Falls or that native
The
casino.
strip clubs are world renowned, and the nightclubs, you got Ebor and all that shit, they're so much better than Toronto's one. And Toronto has like 90% male and half the nightclub.
Yeah, and Tampa's got flea markets, outlet malls all over Florida. They
They
got
actually have decent brands in them cheap, unlike Canada's outlet malls.
yeah, and we were at Eaton Center and it was overpriced and I didn't buy anything.
And there's nothing there anyway. The variety is bad too there. And it's like twice as much at least to buy shit. At least it's probably like 4 times as much.
Yeah, and when you want to travel, you got the Tampa airport, you got St. Pete, and you got Orlando. Orlando's cheap as shit, and you can go
And that's
anywhere you
only an
want.
hour away.
Yeah, and it's cheap as shit. That's the
Yeah.
main point.
And in terms of sports is so much better in Florida. It's a joke how much better it is in Toronto. Toronto, you got the Toronto Maple Leafs. They're a complete joke.
Mm-hmm.
They have been in the playoffs longer than any other team in the league. Um, the NBA, the Raptors are a complete joke. You got the Orlando Magic right up the road here. They're really good and it's way cheaper. You got the Tampa Bay Rays, which are a million times better than the Blue Jays, and they're way cheaper. The Jays haven't made the playoffs in 20 years. The Rays have been in three of the last 4 years. You got the Tampa Bay Lightning, which are like $3 for the cheapest ticket, even when they're playing a team like Toronto. But the same game in Toronto is like $100 for the worst ticket, even though Toronto's a complete piece of shit team. And you got college football, college basketball, USF. You got the Gators up the road here. Got all kinds of that shit. You got NASCAR if you want to. You got Daytona. You got Homestead. I know Canadians don't really care about that shit, but it's another option you have here at least. What do you have up there? Nothing. Like what do you have? Like what other option do you have? The CFL? Like that's garbage. That's horse shit. You got 8 teams, 6 of them make the playoffs. That's complete horse shit.
Yo,
And
you know what else I find ironic? Is that it's Canada, right? So hockey. But when we're down in Florida, you can watch so much more games, and they don't give a shit about hockey.
yeah,
That's the
that's
funny thing.
hilarious. Like even like back in the old, like even like 13 years ago in Florida, you can watch more games 13 years ago in Florida on basic cable than you can now in Canada.
I don't know, it's a complete show.
Canada, you'd think they'd have way more games.
Yeah,
But
you
they
would
don't.
think so.
Even hockey games you can watch way more in fucking Florida where no one cares. You also have better local TV. For example, on basic cable, you get ESPN, ESPN2, and TNT for basketball. Plus, you get all your local games. But in Toronto, you can't even get half the Raptor games on basic cable, let alone anything else, which you can. It's all like on Sportsnet 1 and TSN 2 and all these channels you got to pay extra money for.
And everybody knows about Florida. Theme parks, theme parks, theme parks. Everybody goes to Florida just for the theme parks. We got Disney, Wet Wild, Universal Studios, Busch Gardens in Tampa, all that shit. And it's
Year
and what
round.
and yeah, year round. And Wet and Wild, I can go there $49 the whole year, not just like 4 or 5 months like Canada's Wonderland. You go there for the whole 365.
That's like $4 a month then.
Yeah. Yo, why? How you live? We lived in Toronto for about a year. How much was a YMCA a month
Oh, it was like over 60, man.
for a piece of shit YMCA?
Yeah, complete garbage. Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, and we got what pools all the time.
Pools all year round. In your own house, you can think about this. In your own house, you can have a pool outside, with or without indoor or not. You can have trampoline right on your yard. You can play baseball all year, football all year, basketball all year. You can run all year, swimming all year, golf all year round anywhere. I know people like golf everywhere.
Gun
Play
ranges.
anything you want. Soccer if you want. Hunting, you can hunt anytime you want,
Mm-hmm.
anywhere. You even have You even have indoor skating rinks if you want to do that shit.
Yeah, I know you do.
Even indoor skating rinks. So what do you have in Toronto you can't do here? Nothing. What do you have? Skiing or something? I can go up to Alabama and ski up there anytime. So what the hell do you have up there? Nothing.
Yeah, and for traveling, say we want to do something else, we can just hop onto a cruise ship, and we give Florida resident rate, which is sick.
Yeah.
And if you live in Toronto, you want to go on a cruise, you gotta go across the border to Buffalo because Toronto Airport's a ripoff. You gotta pay the tolls, you gotta park and all this and that, pay the plane, and then go to the cruise ship. That's just a big waste of money. We can do that for like a tenth of the price you guys can do.
And also within the state, there's so many cities you can go to like every week you want. Like 1 week you can go to Daytona, you can go 4 miles next week, St. Pete, Miami, Sarasota, Jacksonville, Orlando, Gainesville, Key West, Panama City, Cape Canaveral, Pensacola, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm, like anything you want, man. Any weekend you can do one of the cities. What do you have in Toronto? You got like Buffalo, Toronto,
Niagara Falls. That's about it. Yeah, and food, like it's completely different. Like it's so much cheaper here. We can get a large cheese pizza, $4. $4 for a large pizza. We can get chicken McNuggets in Jacksonville, 6-piece at McDonald's, 99 cents. Yeah, I know, but that's what I remember. But yeah, I know most of Florida has it. That's the point.
Yeah, 6-piece nuggets for 99 cents.
Yeah, three medium pizzas, $10.
Pizza, large pizza at CC's, you can get 3 mediums at CC's for $10.
Yeah.
You can get 4 fries, 4 burgers for $5 at McDonald's.
Yeah, that was in Naples. That was sick.
Yeah, you can get that. What do you get in Canada? It's like $6 for like 4 nuggets or something. What is it like? $5 for 6 nuggets?
I remember I got the 10-piece McNugget meal at McDonald's. It came to 9 something after tax.
What's the 6-piece at? What's that?
I can't remember off top, but it's like at least 4.
Probably more.
Yeah, it's at least $4.29, I think, for just the 6-piece, just for the 6-piece nuggets. That's ridiculous.
But it's 99 cents in America.
Yes. Yeah, and Florida, we can just boat everywhere. Fishing's just off the chain.
You can fish anywhere you want. You can boat anywhere you want.
Got awesome state parks, skate parks, everything. We got wildlife refuges. See all those gators and shit.
Airboat rides and shit.
Yeah.
See some gators and shit like that. All year round, you can do any of this shit.
And bird watching for the old people, anything. State fair.
Bird watching or something. I'm trying to keep this list for everybody. I don't do bird watching, but if you want to do that shit, you got that too. You got aquarium in Tampa that you can go to. You got state parks everywhere, all over. What do you want, man? You got. Pause it.
Oh yeah, for like employers and shit, or you want to check people, give them background check. You can see if they've been arrested.
Anybody, you can look up anybody just if they got arrested. Not even if they were charged or not even if they were convicted. Just arrested. It shows you where they live. Like, if they're living on your street, you can check it out and shit. Like, see who's a piece of shit on your street, who to watch out for and shit.
Yeah.
You can do all that shit. And...
Oh, and the competition for jobs is a complete joke. You see all these clowns, all these tats on their necks and faces getting all this shit? Like, that's competition?
Got out of prison, and they're still getting jobs and shit. Like, look how easy it is to get a job. There's so many clowns like that.
Yeah, in Toronto, you got all these real smart minorities. Like, they know everything. All these, like, Indians and Asian people, they're hard as shit. Like, it's hard to get a job.
That's competition, man.
I hear you.
Even if you're educated shit, it's still hard to get a job in Toronto.
Yeah, I know that.
You never brought up
Yeah, and they got all this EBT, SSI. Everybody gets all this free shit. You're eating free down here.
Yeah, it's so easy to get it. Even if you're rich and shit, you can still get it easily. People like are bragging about it. I've seen it. And also, you got like all these like spring break places you can go, like Panama City and Daytona.
Fort Lauderdale, all that trash.
So basically, what we're asking here is, what the fuck is there to do in Canada, specifically Toronto? If there's anything you can do there that you can't do anywhere in America, including Buffalo, let me know, please. Because I don't know what it is, and I want to know.
Yes, comment, like, subscribe. But we really want you to comment, because we want to know. Should we go back there? Is there a reason?
Awesome, we really can't think of anything.
I can't think of anything. So, like, favorite, subscribe. We want to hear what y'all think. Fuck what you heard.